here to bring you my Booktube-A-Thon final wrap up. So if you guys didn't already know, the Booktube-A-Thon was this past week, and it is a read-a-thon where you read as much as you can for a week, and there's different challenges and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk about the different challenges I participated in, how many pages I read, and stuff like that. Okay, first things first, I'm going to talk about the challenges. So challenge number 1 is read a book with pictures in it, and I completed this. Check it off. I read Buffy the graphic novel. I don't have it with me, it's in my library, but I read it and it had pictures on it, so I did that one. The next challenge was to start and finish a series. I did not complete this one. I didn't even attempt it because yeah. Next challenge was to read a book with red on the cover, and I completed this one as well. I read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. If you can tell, his robe is red, so check that one off. Next challenge was to read a book someone else picks out for you. I was attempting to read a couple books actually. I didn't get to them, so whoops. So I didn't complete that one. Next challenge was to read a book from a genre you've read least of this year, and I decided to read Buffy the graphic novel because I think I've only read one graphic novel this year, so that one doubled up as a challenge, so I did that one as well. Next challenge was to read a book to movie adaptation. I did this one as well, and I did Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, so I read it and I watched the movie, so yeah. Last challenge was to read 7 books or equivalent of 300 pages per day, which I'll get into, but I did not read 7 books. I read maybe 3? Oh well, I think I did pretty good anyway. Now I'm going to get into my actual page count. So I'm not going to tell you each day what I read because I'll be honest, there's a couple days where I didn't read anything. If I'm just being straight up honest. But I will tell you the total of each book and what books I did read this week. So number 1, I started off with Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I was already halfway through it by the time Booktube-A-Thon started, so I only had to read 111 pages, so I read 1,100 pages of this. And I also read Buffy the graphic novel, which has 136 pages, so I read that one. And then I attempted to read the challenge where it's a book someone else picks out for you, Bookends by Jane Green. I got about 108 pages into it, and then I quit because I honestly did not like it. I didn't really feel like the story was going anywhere. I wasn't invested in the characters, and quite honestly, it was just boring if I'm being 100% honest. So, but I did read 108 pages of that. Then I decided to pick a completely random book, and I picked up Breathe, Annie, Breathe by Miranda Kelleny? I don't know. But I started and finished this, and this was 306 pages, so I did that one. I also picked up another graphic novel from my library, and I picked up Anya's Ghost, and this has, I don't know how many pages it has in it, but I didn't finish it during the Booktube-A-Thon. I finished it afterwards. But during the Booktube-A-Thon, I did read 100 pages of this, so that one. Throughout the whole week, I also read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I finished it, which I am proud of myself because this is a hunker of a book. This has 734 pages, like bam. So I started and finished this, so I read all of it. I think Booktube-A-Thon wasn't quite over, so I started Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, and I got 115 pages into it, and I'm still reading this right now. So if you add all that up, my total page count for the whole week was 1,610, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I think to reach the equivalent like of 7 books, 300 pages per day, 300 times 7 is 2,100 pages. I did not get that. I was actually 490 pages short, so it was somewhat kind of sad. I mean, I didn't think I was going to reach that goal anyway. I'm proud of the amount of pages I've read. I'm proud of the books I've read. I mean, I pretty much finished 3 books in 1 week, which is pretty good for me. Like, somehow when the Booktube-A-Thon comes around, I'm having a great reading month already, so I'm good to go. So yeah, that was my Booktube-A-Thon wrap up. Didn't think I failed it by any means. I'm sure a lot of people did really, really good. I'm sure a lot of people didn't do great. I think I just did okay. I think it was just a normal reading week for me. I didn't really like... The only 2 things differently I read was the graphic novels, which I'm happy that I read them because I need to read more graphic novels. So also a huge thank you to Ariel Bissett for putting this all together. I know like it was probably insanely tough and hard, and so much hard work went into it, and I just want to thank you for doing all that because it's awesome, and I know a ton of people participated into it, and I'm sure, like I said, it was just hard work, and thank you to all the hosts. But yeah, thank you, Ariel, for making Booktube-A-Thon awesome, and you are awesome. If you guys participated in the Booktube-A-Thon, please leave me a comment and tell me how you did. Did you do worse than I did? Did you do better than I did? And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.